I was asked once actually, do you ever wonder about what people think about you? And my reply was, do you ever wonder about what I think about you? One of the biggest skills you need to learn is basically just like not scaring people. It's like, oh, he's a middle-aged ex-con homeless guy. Yeah, there's a whole lot of prejudice and preconception attached to any one of those statements.
Englishman David Rickerby moved to Denmark almost 20 years ago to start a new life. Having served 5 years in prison for armed robbery, David made the decision to turn his life around and move to a place where no one knew him. When he first arrived, he earned a living and had an apartment.
A year working in the factory, just over a year, working in that factory broke me in a way that 5 years in prison never did. I was falling out with friends. Some of them I'm actually still friends with them again. We worked that one out. Relationships were breaking up all over the place, and my mother died, and she was the last member of my family that I was speaking to. I'm not particularly close, and it was basically everything just fell apart. I'd always wanted to write, and so I decided to do so.
I didn't do it for publication, I did it for myself. Kind of way of dealing with the past. I don't do therapy, I do writing.
David published his first novel of his trilogy earlier this year. Bloody Fields is a fictionalised story based on his life events. As he invests his earnings from his book into the publication of his next 2 novels, he must also collect bottles to survive.
I hate the word homeless because it's basically just one element of my life. Okay, I don't have an apartment. Okay. But there's more to me than that. I think, oh, homeless, ergo, alcoholic, drug addict, whatever. I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. And they say, oh, foreigner in Denmark, must be living off welfare. No, I'm not. One of the things as a writer you realise is how powerful words can be and how a description of something can really affect how people perceive you and how you perceive yourself. So I'm a writer that was in prison and is living on the streets. I'm not just some bum who who did some writing, right? It's to emphasise the writing above the homelessness and the criminal, because all that was just research. The writing was the point. The writing's the end game. That's what I was working towards. And if you de-emphasise that, then you're basically de-emphasising me. You're basically downgrading me, and I refuse to let you do that.